YouTube, welcome back to another video. We are on our way to go pick up my new camera. So I know you see the title, and I'm going to explain what's going on. I'm actually recording on my iPhone, and I usually vlog on my iPhone, but when we pick up the camera, I'm going to explain why I'm going from a ZV-E10 to a ZV-1 Mark II. We're on our way to FedEx to go pick it up because I had them drop it off there, because I hate when FedEx want a signature and you're not home, and then they bring it somewhere or they try it again tomorrow, and I just have it shipped to a FedEx center and I go pick it up because nobody got time for that. See, this is what happens when you can't cook. Make sure you pick up that cookbook and learn. We made it to FedEx. Let's go get our package. Made it home and we got the stuff, so let's jump in and unbox this thing right now. Been waiting for this guy to come in. I knew the box is so small. I'm wondering why the box it came in was so big. Like look how big this thing is. Anyways, I'm glad that they bubble wrapped it like this, because this is directly from Sony, so shout out to Sony. Look how small that box is now. So I'm gonna give you guys an idea. Here's my ZV-E10 box that it came in, and look at this guy. I also have Shelly's ZV-1. So this is a ZV-1 Mark II. So you can see right here, ZV-1 Mark II. Shelly has a ZV-1, a regular one, and then this is my ZV-E10. If you're not a camera person, all this stuff may sound confusing, but to be honest, I'm not really a camera person either. I know a little bit, but I don't know that much. Vlogging on my phone right now, and when I first bought the ZV-E10, I bought this guy to vlog. And what ended up happening is the ZV-E10, actually let me take it out and show you guys. The reason why my ZV-E10 is in a box is I am selling the camera, and I already have it posted on eBay. There's a bunch of bids on it already, and it should end probably, I'm recording this on Wednesday, so the bid on eBay should end by Saturday, and I already got a bunch of bids for this camera, so people are still trying to buy this camera. I think I'm up to how much I paid for the camera already on eBay, which is crazy. But anyways, this is the ZV-E10, and this thing is very similar to the ZV-1. Biggest difference is this has a removable lens, like interchangeable lens. The ZV-1 has a fixed lens, like this guy. And the body is a little bit different. The body is still plastic. It's not like a... Before my ZV-E10, I actually had I still have it. I don't know where it is, but it's a Sony RX100 Mark III. That was a vlog camera that I had. I gave it to Shelly to vlog on, and then the screen kind of broke. So then I bought Shelly this ZV-1 for her to vlog on. So it's, yeah, we're Sony people here. But anyway, I bought this guy to vlog on, and I end up not bringing this thing outside. Like, I brought it a few times outside, but look how big it is. So I can't just put this in my pocket. Like, it's not a huge camera, but it's still a big camera, and it's not as portable. And I had it paired with the Sony stick, for what it's called. I got Shelly one for her camera. This thing just ends up staying inside. So whenever you see me recording in here, and if it's not handheld like I am right now, it was on the ZV-E10 on that mount inside. I bought Shelly her ZV-1, and this thing is so small and portable. I really wanted a point and shoot. So to be honest, I almost bought a Sony, I almost bought an RX100. Is it 100 or 1000? I think it's RX100. I think it's RX1000. No, I think it's RX100. I almost bought a RX100 Mark 8. I think that's the newest one. But that thing is like, what's it, like $1,500 or $1,200 or something like that, $1,400. And it's small. It's small like the ZV-1. And it's a point and shoot, you know, it's a portable, it's a small camera, but it packs a punch. There's a lot of stuff you can do. You can really vlog on it. But I started doing some more research, and the ZV-1 Mark II, which is this guy, recently just came out, and I didn't even know about it. And actually, let's open this thing up so I can show you guys, because there are little differences from this guy to the original ZV-1. Because there is also a ZV-1F or something like that. They have different versions of this thing already. When these two first came out, I was like, oh, I really want a ZV-E10. I couldn't get one. They keep selling out. And every time I try to buy one, they sell out. They sold out everywhere. It was insane. Same thing with this. I was trying to get one. I was going to get one of those. I couldn't get one. I couldn't get one of these. And then I was able to get one from, I think Best Buy had one, or B&H. Someone had one. I got them. But anyways, I know I did a lot of talking. Let's just open this guy up. So this is gonna be the new daily. And the reason why I don't want to, so I mean, I'll still vlog on my iPhone. To me, it's really convenient to be able to vlog on a different device. Like, I like my phone and I like vlogging on my phone, but sometimes it's nice to be able to use my phone as a phone and just keep it in my pocket. And if I want to record something, I have something else that's dedicated for recording. So, okay, so you have the camera itself, and I believe it comes with the dead cat, which is probably the dead cat. And I believe it comes with the wiring. Yeah, grab this guy. Oh no, this is the battery, I believe. I think that's the battery. And that's it. So one thing I don't like is it doesn't come with a strap. Like the ZV-10 came with a strap you can put on the, what is it called? I don't know what it's called, but at least like a little lanyard or something. It comes with nothing. And also, I'm selling this camera without my memory card. So the memory card that's on this guy. So I didn't need to buy a memory card. Look how small this guy is. So let's take this guy out. Look at this. Like, look at the difference in size. So the ZV-1 Mark II is just pocketable. This can fit in your pocket with ease. Wow, they don't even give you a plastic cap to put over this thing? That's crazy. So no lanyard and no cap. When I bought my ZV-10, it came with a dead cap, but it came with a plastic piece to put over it if you're not using anything. So that's pretty interesting. But let's get the battery in, and it uses these batteries. And I mean, these batteries die pretty fast. They charge fast, but they die fast. So I recommend have multiple of these batteries. And actually, I believe my RX 100 Mark III use the same batteries. I wish I need to find that thing. All right, I couldn't do that with one hand, but yeah, get the battery out. Here's the dead cat that covers the microphone. So this guy to this guy, a few differences. The camera is wider on the Mark II versus the Mark I, but the zoom, you don't have as much of zoom as you did on the Mark I. But I really don't care about zoom. That wide angle was the main thing what really wanted me to take a look at this camera. Also, it's very similar to this guy. I mean, it does have the newer Sony menu. So actually, let me put the battery in here so I can show you guys. All right, battery's in there. Let's go ahead and turn this guy on. Oh, I might have to set this thing up. So let me do that real fast. All right, so I got everything set up. It's on now. I'm gonna have to get a little lanyard though, because this thing, the grip on this thing is not as good as the grip on the ZV-E10. Like, look at this grip, and look at this guy. Let me get some more lighting. There we go, it's much better. But, so yeah, I'm gonna put the dead cat on it now because I just don't like how that looks empty. That looks dumb. But yeah, like, I will still record on my iPhone. I just won't need to rely on it. Like right now, I'm vlogging. I've been vlogging on my iPhone for so long, I know where to position the phone to know where to be in frame. But it's so cool to have this flip out display. So the ZV-1 have a flip out LCD, which I can see myself and make sure I am in frame like that. And look how small this thing is. The thing is tiny. So look at me holding this guy like that, and then look at me holding this guy like this, you know. But the grip, like I said, is better on the ZV-E10. You probably will want to buy like a case or something like that. But to be honest, I'm buying this thing because it's slim and portable. If I add a case, it's gonna add more depth to it, and that's not why I bought this camera. So a few things, there's shortcuts on the screen now that the ZV-1, the original one, didn't have. Actually, let me turn this one on so I can show you guys. So it's just cool that I have all three. I can actually show you guys. So, oh, the box is in the way. So look at the menu there. This is Sony's menu. This is what I'm used to because my ZV-10 has the same type of menu. Now the ZV-1 Mark II has Sony's new menu. So if I go to menu like that, this is the new menu now. I'm not used to this at all. Like, look how different this thing is. It kind of makes sense though. Like, it feels more organized. It's easier to find things because if I look at the menu on this guy, this is the Sony menu that I'm used to. And this thing still has like S&Q. The ZV-E10 has dedicated record button. You have a zoom button as well. And you do have a, is this the product? This is not product showcase, right? No, this is background defocus. So if I want more blur around my background when I'm shooting, I have a dedicated button for that. And it does have, I think the trash can button will have showcase. But yeah, So you have product showcase where if you put something in front of the camera, it'll automatically focus on that item. For example, the autofocus on Sony's camera, they have eye tracing. So if they see your eye, it focuses whatever has an eye. So if I put something in front of me, it'll focus on my eye still and not this thing. But if you put on product showcase, whatever you put in front of the camera, it'll automatically switch to that. And I may make another video using the camera, or I may not, because I don't really do too much tech reviews on this channel. But this is my new vlogging camera, so that's why I definitely want to make this video. And just in case anyone's out there thinking about a ZV-E10 and a ZV-1, you can't decide between the two. I've had the ZV-E10 and this has been a great vlogging camera. Also, the stability on this thing is just not the greatest. In my opinion, the ZV-E10 is a content creator camera and the ZV-1 is a vlogging camera, because I've looked at a lot of reviews and I've seen a lot of, videos on both cameras. And what I've noticed is that the ZV-1, without the steady shot on, because it has like a built-in like digital stabilizer, it's way more stable than the ZV-E10. The ZV-E10 has a, I think, built-in stabilizer and it has steady. I think it has on a ZV-E10. I believe the focus ranges that it had. Where do you even go? I don't remember where to go even to turn these things on. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, so on the ZV-E10 you have steady shot, and with steady shot you have active, standard, and off. I think active crop the most. It looks good though, like it's pretty stabilized, but it crops in so much. Standard crops in a little bit, but it don't work as much. And off, it's like real shaky. And also you have catalyst browse that if you're recording and you have no stabilization on, you can upload this to catalyst browse and stabilize your videos from there. And when I first think about replacing the ZV-E10, I was like, oh, catalyst browse, let me try that. So I tried it and it actually works. Like, you can take any shaky, unstabilized video and it'll stabilize it, but it takes forever to just do it, because what you gotta do is you upload to catalyst browse, it takes some time to import there, you stabilize it, take some time there, and then you export it again from catalyst browse, and then you upload it. It makes your workflow just way too long. And it was cool, but it was just not convenient. It's not efficient for what I do. It's because on my iPhone, I record, I upload to Final Cut Pro, edit, boom, done. For my videos, I need something like that. But I need something that's not too shaky. So with the ZV-1, especially the Mark II, it has active, whatchamacallit. Let me see, the battery's probably dead. All right, so look at the new menu here. Like I said, this is pretty interesting. So you got image quality, okay, here we go. So we got image stabilization, and this, you either have steady shot on or off. There's no, what was the option for this one? Oh, standard. It's just on and off. When it's on, it still crops in. Actually, it's standard on already. It's already cropped in, but actually, so since it's on, let me turn it off and show you guys how wide I know there's no memory card in there. Let me show you guys how wide it is on this guy compared to the ZV-E10. All right, so ZV-E10 on this side, ZV on this side. Look how much wider this lens is compared to that one. Like, look. You see what you can see there? You can see my computer in the background, the pink case. Look how wider that is. You can see the computer, but you can see my couch all the way to the left. You can't even see it on that side. So you get an idea. You see how much wider it is on the, oh, this is about to die. But you see how wider it is on this one, the ZV-1, compared to this one. And that's one reason why I went with the Mark II, because the regular ZV-1 is not as wide as this guy. For vlogging, wide is the way to go. And it's so cool that they have all the shortcuts on the screen. I can't wait to mess with this. So like I said, this is my first time. This is my first impression, unboxing everything. And I'm just looking at this right now. This is way more clear than this guy, which is crazy. So we got mobility, we got a wider lens, even though you can buy lenses for this, but I don't want to spend another $500, $600 for a wide lens when this one come with it built-in standard. So you have the new menu that's on the Mark II versus the E10. Another comparison from the ZV-1 Mark I to the Mark II is the hot shoe. Not the hot shoe, what the heck am I talking about? I forgot what you even call it. Wow, I forgot what this is called. This little circle right there where you screw in your thingamajiggies. Wow, I'm losing it. It's been a long day. This is actually a continuation from my last vlog, so make sure you check that vlog out. The unboxing was supposed to be in that last vlog, but FedEx took forever to bring the package. So that's why I'm doing this in a separate video. But anyways, yeah, I'm having a brain fart. I don't know what it's called. You screw your tripod into the bottom of the piece. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. See how it's right in the middle on the Mark 1 and they move it to the side on the Mark 2? So if you want to take your battery or change your memory card on the Mark 1, you have to screw off your tripod to get to the battery door, which is right there, because you're gonna be screwed in right there. But on this guy, when you have it screwed to this side, you can access your battery and your memory card without taking off your tripod, which is cool. So it's a nice touch that they added. The microphone on the Mark II, also you can decide if you want it to kind of be like a shotgun where it only records from the front or records from the back. I'm not sure if on the Mark I it had the same feature, but that's a nice touch because I do have the Sony microphone that I used to have for my ZV-E10, and this thing comes in handy. Like, this thing works perfect. A lot of my audio from my E10, it's so confusing saying all these ZVs, but this worked perfectly with that guy. So if I am recording or shooting in here and I want better audio, I could just slide this guy into my Mark II and it works from the E10. Same thing with this guy. So this is my handheld I use for my E10. Like I said, I don't have to buy another one because it'll screw right on and work and connect everything with the ZV-1, which is perfect. Now, one thing I don't like on the ZV-E10 and the ZV-1 is the bodies are made out of it's pretty much plastic on both of them. They don't feel like heavy duty, because on my RX 100 Mark III, that has that more, I forgot, like a composite body, which I love. End of the day though, that really don't matter to me. I just need a camera that works, point and shoot, it works, and yada yada. So that's where this guy will come in hand. And there are some features that the Mark II doesn't have anymore that the Z1 has, but those features really don't matter to me, so it wasn't like a downgrade for me. But I just love the size of this thing and how portable it is. On the RX 100, I do like that the screen flips up. Now, I know, I guess flipping to the side is ideal for vloggers because if they attach their microphones or their LED lighting or whatever accessories, the screen flipped up will be just in the way, or it can't flip up, or things just blocking your view, whatever. But I think it is more intuitive where you're holding it and the screen is flipped up. That's one thing that I got used to it on the ZV-E10, and I'm sure I'll get used to it in the ZV-1 because it's the same thing. And the reason why I'm selling the ZV-E10 is because I'm not going to use it. If I have this guy, this is pretty much replacing this, and this is I'm not going to use it. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So that's the reason why I'm selling it. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a good camera, but like I said, it's a content creator camera. This is something you put on a tripod, you put on something like this, and you record and you can take photos with. But if you're running on the go, always, vlogging yourself, you're moving, you're running, you're left, right, up and down, I feel like the stabilization is more better on this lens, and the wide angle that's built on this lens is perfect. On the ZV-1 Mark II though, you can record 4K up to 30 frames. It'd be nice to have 4K 60 frames, but to be honest, I'm still recording 1080 because 4K just takes up too much memory and it takes longer to process and yada, yada, yada. The Mark II also has a new cinema mode where, you can choose like different, filters, and it'll have the black bars to kind of give you like a cinegraphic type of thing. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna test it. A lot of people don't like it. They think it's gimmicky. I can see why. Another reason why I went with the Mark II is it's a camera where I can just put it down anywhere. It's like on my phone, like if I want to do a quick B-roll, I can drop this thing down and have the camera out and see myself, make sure the shot looks good, do a little, walk past the camera or record, whatever. Vlogging on your iPhone, if you don't have like a tripod or something like that, like with you, it's really hard to just put your phone down and vlog, because I don't use the front camera. Actually, I'm lying. I do use the front camera, but the front camera is trash. I hate the quality of the front camera, and I just don't use it. Like, I hate using it. So I'm always using my back cameras because the best cameras to vlog with. But yeah, like I less likely want to do a quick B-roll or something like that on the phone. And not B-roll where I'm looking at a subject where I'm the subject or it's looking my way and I'm walking around, whatever, because I can't see if I'm in frame, and it's just a hassle. Now, don't get me wrong, iPhone is probably one of the best things you can vlog on, or whatever, your smartphone. Your smartphone It's one of the best things to vlog on, especially when you want to start a channel. But I've just been vlogging on my iPhone for so long that I tried cameras, and cameras just work for me. It's just way convenient. It may not work for everybody, but it's way convenient for me. And I'm not walking with a tripod with my phone, nothing. My phone is in my pocket, blah, 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 blah. And that's what the Mark II is going to do. And the reason why we got a Mark I for Shelly is Shelly just needs a point and shoot camera. That's it. She don't really care about adjusting, you know, like ISO and shutter speed and, you know, white balance and stuff like that. You know, I'm actually just now getting into that, but Shelly's not, she don't care about none of that. She put it on auto, it does this thing. And the auto intelligence is actually really nice on the Mark II because it just, you know, it sees your settings and automatically adjust everything where it should be. I think it's still better to be in some type of control because sometimes the camera is going to have your shot in a way that you don't want it. I'm on the ZV-1 Mark I for Shelly's camera, and I don't have no tripod in my hand, and stabilization is off. So this is how the normal lens is. This is the widest it is. And I just want to walk around so you guys can see with steady shot off on the ZV-1, and then now we're gonna grab the Mark II with steady shot off as well. I'm gonna show you guys how wider the lens are. All right, so now this is the Mark II with stabilization off. Look how, look how wider the battery's about to die, but look how wider the lens is. And stabilization is off. We are on the ZV-1 Mark II, and active stabilization is on. So you see how it's more cropped in than the last clip. But I have my microphone set to auto, so it should auto pick up that I'm in front of the camera. And the window's actually open because I got some people working on the house. But this is just natural lighting coming in. And then what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna close the blinds and see how it does without all the light coming in. So the blind is closed. I have the light in the room off. And another reason why I wanna go with this guy than my iPhone is the iPhone has a small sensor because, you know, small cameras, and the low light on the iPhone is not that good. So the bigger sensor in these cameras, especially the ZV-1, make low light a little bit better. So like obviously this light, like you can see like it's like reflecting off of the blinds, but the blinds is closed, light is all off. Because on my iPhone I usually have to turn this light on, and I may use like this light thing too. And I'll have lighting for I'm in here for the iPhone, but this thing should be way better. Look at that. I think it's fine. See, I'm moving around. And yeah, I noticed that it's not as wide with active stabilization on. But what I'll probably do is, for example, let's say if I put my camera down and I'm talking to you guys like that, I probably will have active stabilization on. That way I do have the wider lens, because I don't have to crop it in, because I don't have to worry about it being shaky. Or if it's on a tripod, I'll have it wider. But when I'm going to be using handheld, I'll have active stabilization on. And even with it on, it's still fine, because one thing I noticed with the ZV-E10 is when I have active stabilization on, it really crops in. It's just not something gonna, in my opinion, work for me while vlogging. So that's cool. Also, what I love about the ZV-1 Mark II is the screen is full touchscreen. On the ZV-1 that Shelly have, you can touch the screen for autofocus, and that's pretty much it. But this actually has settings on the screen that can change. Like if I want to stop the recording, I can push stop. I can put on smooth, what do you call it? Like smooth skin or whatever. So there, I'm gonna turn it on, and you see how it makes it. And then they have high, medium, and low. But you see how I look more like I have a filter on my face. We're not gonna use that though. And like I could just change different settings, which is cool. But yeah, I could change the microphone directions right now if I wanted to. I can zoom in if I wanted to. I could put an ND filter on if I wanted to. The S1, oh, battery's about to die. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be my new point and shoot. Like I could just put this thing in my pocket, vlog on the fly, and I'm actually editing the video right now because it's the next day, but yeah, I messed with it. All right, we're back on the iPhone. I'm standing in the same place I was with the ZV-1 Mark II, and it's kind of compare the quality. To sum everything up, the reason why I'm going from the ZV-E10 to the ZV-1 Mark II is the ZV-1 Mark II is smaller, more portable. It does have a newer menu, which is a plus. It does have the wider screen, the wider angle lens, which I really love. I really don't care for interchangeable lens. I don't really do photography or anything like that, and I'm just not gonna be buying a lens for the E10. So the E10 is mostly for someone that's gonna be taking advantage of different lenses and stuff like that. I'm not. I need a point and shoot vlog. That's pretty much it. May take some pictures, but don't really care about photos quality because E10 does have a better, I think the sensor is a little bit better on the E10 than the ZV-1. Also, you guys probably noticed I didn't speak much about specs because I'm still new to this whole camera thing. Like, I don't know everything about these cameras, and I can't even tell you all the features and everything. In the video, I was babbling about all the new stuff I've noticed. That's another thing too, is I get excited about technology. So throughout the video, I saw myself just saying, oh, it could do this, it could do this, it could do that. Cause I'm just learning on the fly. That's how I usually make these videos. But another big thing is stabilization. I'm always on the go, vlogging, pull out the camera, record. E10, I just can't do that. I have to carry like an extra bag or whatever. And the stabilization is just not that good on the E10 versus ZV-1. ZV-1, in my opinion. And stabilization is excellent on the iPhone, which I'm recording on right now, but I want to make my phone be a phone. You know, I don't want it to be a dedicated vlogging camera. Now, if I'm somewhere where I don't have my camera, I need to record something real fast, boom, whip it out, I'm good. But I'm glad that this is just not my main camera. I can save some storage and space and all that good stuff. I'm gonna end this video here. I appreciate you guys for watching the whole thing. I literally was just chatting the whole video. But I guess I'm excited to have a new vlogging camera. And when I originally bought the E10, that's what it was supposed to be, a vlogging camera. And I just ended up making content with it. I didn't vlog with it. It just wasn't convenient for my lifestyle. So the E10 is still a good vlogging camera. Maybe for you guys, it just won't work for me, which is why I'm selling it. And